but Derek McDonald, linebacker, Syracuse transfer. Trevor, this is a guy, man. He's entering his 6th year of college football. In conference transfer, obviously coming from Syracuse, 6'4", 230. I wish we had the picture of this guy, man. They've got him lined up in a linebacker stance with the cowboy collar on. And dude has played a ton of snaps. I want to say his season last year got cut short due to an injury.
You're right.
But you look at his career totals at Syracuse: 173 tackles, logged just over 1,400 defensive snaps across 5 seasons. He played the first 3 games, roughly 90 snaps before a hip injury, season-ending hip injury. But he's a guy, man, that brings a ton of experience to that linebacker room. We lost Kamori, we lost Andrew Simpson, so that was a very big need, and
lost Bayer too.
Yeah, and we lost Mekhi Bayer to Florida State. So, I think Kamori went on to Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken, and then Andrew he graduated. So, Derek's a guy, man, that I know, barring the injury, you look at what he did at Syracuse. I remember us scouting Derek, not really scouting Derek because we don't ever really scout guys, but talking about him in previous episodes when Syracuse came into Chapel Hill and played.
When Drake was quarterback.
Yeah, Drake was quarterback. I think Kobe had that tip pass that he took to the crib. That was that game. Derek was a guy, man, that contributed at Syracuse. When he was healthy, he was a staple of that defense. There was another guy, Marlo Max, or one of the two. Derek and him on that defense, they were like 1A and 1B in tackles. So, he's a guy that's played a lot of snaps. He's seen a lot of football, a lot of high-level football. We'll talk about Jalen Harvey at Penn State, getting acclimated to Big Ten ball, that physicality. Derek's a guy, played in the ACC. He's played a lot of D1 high-level college football, and nonetheless, you get him and he's able to stay healthy because obviously the best ability is availability. He's a guy, man, that I think can really be a good piece for us. Him and Peyton, and we're going to talk about Peyton here in a little bit. I like those two at linebacker, man. If McDonald can stay healthy, I like what he can be.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. 1,400 snaps. This will be his 6th year.
A lot.
No, you're good. And like we said, it's crazy that he was playing when Drake May was in college play. That seems like forever ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, right?
But this is what you mentioned those 3. We lost 93%.
I was just looking at that
our linebacker position last year from what we played last year. So we need guys with experience there, and I think he's reliable. Obviously, he had the injury last year, but Syracuse was expecting him to be the man in the room to lead that team. And that's the thing with him. He's a leader. I was going back and watching. I want to say he was nominated for like Jason Witten Award for college or one of those big awards for like leadership and things like that. But this kid, if we can keep him healthy, we're going to need him to play. And I think he can lead that room with the guy we'll talk about next. So I'm excited about this kid.
He's very, very physical too, man. When he plays, he's coming to hit somebody. He's got a nose for the football. Look at him right there, just tracking him down and getting to the quarterback for a sack. He's a guy, man, that he's got the intangibles. He's played a lot of football, man, and if he can stay healthy, I think
that's what I like, because when we're talking about the high school linebackers, and we mentioned, Steve Belichick blitzing the linebackers, this guy can get to the quarterback. He's had really good success when they send him after the quarterback. He'll get to him. So I'm excited about him. You want to add on Derek?
I don't want to say so much because I don't know what y'all said, but I think this is the leader. I'm not talking about potentially from a production standpoint. I'm just talking about specifically just the going to be the leader of the room. The veteran presence. He's seen a lot of ball. I just hope that he can stay healthy. Did y'all also mention? I believe his mom also played at Carolina as well at another.
She ran track.
Yeah, we didn't mention that. That's a good point.
Yep.
So, Carolina's in his family, but yeah, I think this is going to be the main leader.
Look, there's my cowboy collar right there. I love a linebacker.
I hope he wears it. I hope he wears it with us this year.
You don't see that at all anymore.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk about him next. Peyton, and I think a lot of these too. Why I do think Peyton, is probably potentially the better linebacker here. I think they're going to mirror each other a lot, and they're also going to supplement each other really well. I think they also have similar styles in life, but also in football. I think they both have that kind of old school linebacker mentality. And I think fans are going to love this linebacker room going into next year. I do still have some question marks. You're replacing a lot of production from last year, and that's just always really hard when you're, basically wiping the slate clean, right? And starting over with production. But, I've said enough, overall, really want to say that I think this is the leader of the room right here from a production standpoint and a veteran presence.
Now, I will say, I'm a piggyback, guys. I got my first one tonight. We lost a lot of production. Trevor, you mentioned it, 93%. I think, is that what you said? 93% of defensive snaps between House, Simpson, and Bayer. We replaced them with guys that have played. You know what I mean? They've had a lot of. What am I trying to say? They've played a lot of snaps. They've got a lot of
experience.
Yeah, they've got a lot of experience too. So we lost production, but we replaced it with other production just at a different spot, different levels too. And I'm with you, Chris, man. I think Peyton, we're going to get into him. I'll kick it back to you guys because I got to drop off real quick just for a second. But Peyton, Chris, you said it, man. I think Peyton and Derek, if both of those guys are on the field at the same time, I think they can complement each other really, really well. I think both of those guys have alpha dog mentalities, and I'll